Hey everyone, welcome to Insights by Irish. In today's video, we will try to understand about Seaborn distribution plot. Now, Seaborn distribution plot is used for univariate distribution, that is, to check the distribution of one single feature from the dataset, and the feature should be of integer or of a float data type. Your Seaborn distribution plot actually comprises of three different plots, that is your histogram, your KDE plot, that is kernel density estimation, and the RUG plot. So we will try to understand how the distribution plot of Seaborn works. For that, we are going to import inbuilt dataset from Seaborn itself. So first we will import Seaborn as SNS, and then we will try to check what all datasets we have in our SNS. So we will say sns.getDataset names. So these are all the inbuilt datasets from the Seaborn, and out of this we will try to import the car crashes dataset. So we'll just say cardf is equal to sns.load dataset, and here I will say car crashes. Let's run that, and let us try to display the data frame first. So this is our data frame which consists of speeding, alcohol and all those things. And now let us try to see how the distribution plot works. So the syntax for distribution plot is basically sns.distplot, and here you want to pass the feature for which you want to check the distribution. Now let us consider that I want to check the distribution of values from the not distracted column. So for that I am going to say cardf dot not distracted, and let us run that. So we can remove this warnings actually. Just let us say import warnings and warnings dot filter warnings, ignore. So let me again run this. And as you can see, this is the distribution plot. On x-axis, you have the values of not distracted in the form of bins, and on y-axis, you have the density, that is how many times that particular values have been occurred into your dataset. As you can see, the highest density is for the bin starting somewhere between 13 to 15. So in your cardf car crashes dataset, and from that into your non-distracted column, you have more number of instances where the value is between 13 to 15. So that's what it is predicting. Now the blue line that you are seeing on top of your histogram, the bars, the bins are actually representing your histogram, and the blue line that you are seeing on top of that is what you call as your KDE plot, that is your kernel density estimation. Now if you just want to take a look at your histogram and you don't want this kernel density estimation plot, you can just switch it off. And to do so, what you are going to do, into this particular, you are just going to say here KDE is equal to false. Let's run that, and as you can see, that particular line has now been removed. Now as you can see here, the bins are of a difference of 5, 10, 15, 20. And if you take the look at your values from the not distracted column, let us say cardf describe, and you take the look at your non-distracted value, the minimum value here is 1 and the maximum value here is 23, and it is showing you the density of values between with a gap of 5. So you can change the number of bins into your distribution plot. If you check here, you are having 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. You are having 8 bins here. You can increase the number of bins if you want to. And to do so, what you are going to do, just let me copy this. And here you can simply say that if now I want the value of bins as 50, I will say that. And as you can see, the number of bins have been increased. You can increase the number of bins as much as you want. Now we saw this histogram. If you want your kernel density estimation on top of that, you can just remove that KD is equal to false here. And this will be your plot now, which consists of your histogram and your KDE plot. Now you can also try to represent RUG plot on top of this. And to do so, what you are going to do, you will have the same syntax here, but just you will add an attribute here which will say RUG is equal to true. And let's run that. and you can see now the lines, the small lines, if you are able to see at the bottom of the graph, this is what is your rug plot. So when you are saying rug is equal to true, it is also showing you a rug plot. Now currently in your distribution plot, you are having your histogram, you are having your KDE plot, and you are also having your rug plot. Now what if you want to increase the height of these lines? So to increase the height of this rug lines, what you can say here, let us just copy the syntax first, and you will change the height of that rug lines, and to do so you will say rug underscore KWS, which stands for keywords. So the keywords related to the rug plot is equal to height, and you can increase your height to, let's say, 0.15. Let's run that, and you can see the rug lines are now increased. So you can change the height of your rug lines as well. And how to interpret the rug plot is basically, you can see the more number of rug lines are present between this 13 to 15 as compared to the others. So you can easily say that the higher density is between the value 13 to 15 for not distracted column. And next thing that you want to, you can just simply show the histogram and the rug plot, and you can remove this KDE here. So let me say something like this. We will just say KDE is equal to false. Let's run that, and as you can see, now you are just having your histogram and your rug plot. Now after this, let me just print the plain histogram once, and let me say here cardf dot not distracted, and I also want to say KDE is equal to false. I just want to show you the simple histogram here, and this is the simple histogram here. But one thing you can see here, that the bins of your histogram are attached to each other and you don't have any gap between that. So if you want a gap between your bins of histogram, you can add a histogram keywords here, like similar to what we did here. Here we added the rug keywords. In similar fashion, here you can add the histogram keywords. So what we will do here, we'll copy the syntax, and here we will say, and let me say here hist keywords is equal to, here we will add a row width, r width, which means the gap between the bins. So I will say r width. So you can give any value for width you want. I will say 0.8, and let's run that. Now you can see you are getting a gap between your bins, and now on top of this you can have your KDE plot. So KDE is equal to, actually you will remove this KDE is equal to false here. Let's run that. So you are also getting your KDE plot, and you are also getting the gap between your bins. So this is what we wanted. Now next thing, as you can see, the opacity of this bins is very low. You are seeing this kind of transparency there. So if you want to have them in the solid color, you can say something like this. We'll keep the row width. We will just say KDE is equal to false. Fine. Now you want to remove this transparency of the bins, and you want their solid color. So to do so, into this histogram keywords, you will add one more attribute after the row width here, which will be your alpha. So you will say alpha is equal to, that is colon 1. And now you can see you are getting the color of your bins into a solid one and not the transparent colors. So as you change the value of your alpha, the color will fade. So if you say 0.5, it will be lighter. If you say 0.2, it will be more lighter, as you can see. So you can change the opacity of your bins. Let me say here 1. Let's run that. Now the next thing that we want to do here is, what if you don't want the entire histogram, you just want the outline. By outline, what I mean is only the head of your bins, and you don't want the inner distribution. So to do so, you will just copy the same thing here, and you will add one more attribute into your histogram keywords here. So what you will say here after alpha, you will say hist type, and here in your hist type you will say step. Let's run that. So here you can see you are just getting an outline of your histogram. Now we saw all the attributes about histogram. Now let us try to check some attribute about the kernel density estimation as well. So for that I just need to remove this histogram keywords here, and also the KD is equal to false. So what if now you want to increase this width of your KD plot, if you want to increase the width of this particular blue line. So here you can say KDE keywords, that is KDE KWS is equal to, you can say the line width, that is LW, line width is 5. And now you can see you are getting a thicker line here. So as you will change the value of your line width, you will change the width of your KDE line. Now the next thing is we will try to just take this particular plot here. So this is our pure histogram. Now I want to change the color of this beans, and to do so what I will say here, I will add one more attribute as color, and I can mention any color I want to. If you just visit Google and say something like this, matplotlib colors, and search, you will get the images here that will basically display you all the names of color available in your matplotlib. Let me just open the image. So this is the all colors available in your matplotlib, and you can mention any name. So let me say that I want my bins of indigo color. So let me go back to that, and here I will say color is equal to indigo. Let's run that. So you can see the color of your bins are now changed. Fine. Now one more thing we can do after changing the color, if you want, you can change the color as to something different as well. Now next, so let's say now I want my color to be olive. So I will change it from indigo to olive. So now I am getting my bins of olive color. We can also add the labels to this, title to this. As you can see, we are already having the X label, but if you want to change explicitly, you can do something like this. You can say import PLT. I think we have imported matplotlib here. So if we haven't, we first need to import matplotlib here. So to do so, we will say import matplotlib.pyplot as PLT. Let's run that. And here I will say plt.xlabel, and here I will say not distracted column, and let's run that. Now you can see you are getting that X label here. In similar fashion, you can also add Y label, that is plt.y label, and here we will add density, or you can even say frequency. So that's added. You can also add a title to this plt.title, and the title is distribution plot for not distracted column. So this is your histogram. Now if you want to increase the font of the written things, that is your X label, Y label and title, here in this cell into which you have imported your matplotlib, you can say something like this plt.rc params, that is your RC parameters, and here into this you will say font dot size, and here you can give any font size you want. I will say 30. Let's run that, and as you can see, the font size is now increased. Fine. You can also add a background to this. If you want to add a background here, you will make the use of Seaborn. So you will say SNS.style. There are just two backgrounds available, either this particular white one or a dark grid. So dark grid will something like this. Actually set style. As you can see, the background is now added, and if you want your original background, you will change that from dark grid, which is your default one, that is, to white grid. And white grid will consist of this particular lines. And if you don't want this lines as well, you will remove this particular line here. Fine. Now, as I said initially, to interpret the interpretation of this histogram is very simple. You will just check which is the highest bar here. The highest bar here is your fifth bar, which is between 13 to 15. So you will say that 13 to 15 is having the density of around 16. So you will say that out of in your data set, in your car crashes data set, and from that into your non-distracted column, you have 16 rows where the non-distracted value is between 13 to 15. Similarly, the bar after that highest frequency bar is having a density of 10, which means you are having 10 rows into your data set where the value of non-distracted column is between 16 to 15 to 17. So this is how you interpret your histogram. If you also want to add the KD plot onto this, you will just remove the attribute KD is equal to false from here, and then when you run, you will also get a KDE plot. Now one thing you need to keep in mind, the KDE plot will have same color as your bar plot. So this was about the distribution plot. That's it for the video. Thanks for watching.